Oh,
there's
shoot,
the
I
heater.
forgot to turn the heat off.
Well, it sounds good to me.
It's loud. Here we go.
Good morning.
Hi, everybody. Just getting set up. Kind of down to the wire today.
Well, you know what? Hey,
We are.
it's 3:33.
I know.
And Mercury's in retro. Well, it's 3:3. Mercury's in
Right.
retrograde. And today is the 4-year anniversary of my dad leaving the body.
Oh, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Do
So
you feel him with you a lot today?
I feel him with me a lot.
Mm.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not necessarily so much today. Maybe. But
Okay.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good stuff.
Well, just to jump in as a reminder, for this month, if you comment on the YouTube video, you're entered into a giveaway drawing. Just write "Open the Gateway." So this is the live, obviously, so you can't do it now, but once it's on YouTube, after this is done.
Yes.
Yeah.
My cousin Missy reached out to me because she watched The Gateway and she said that she was having her own experience. She
And
said
that's
it was
what I wanna
so
know.
interesting. Yeah, because she's done a Gateway with me before, and so it was like she went right back in. It was really cool.
And she got all her different information. It wasn't
Well,
a conflict that I was saying things.
oh no, she even saw a little girl.
She did.
Yep, she saw her little girl, Annabelle.
Annabelle.
Yeah, so I can't remember everything that she said. I could read the text message, but my phone's recording right now.
Right.
So, but no, it was really cool information. It's good to
That's
get.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. I can't wait to hear from more people.
Yeah.
So if it does happen for you, please comment. Let us know,
Yeah.
I got my own gateway.
Yeah.
And if you're willing to share what came through, I'd want to know.
Yeah. We definitely need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that you talked about if you don't mind me bringing this up right now, you texted me yesterday and said that you were straining last time.
Yes, I'm glad you brought it up because I planned on talking about it.
Yes. Let's do that.
Yeah, and I didn't really realize while it was happening.
Mm-hmm.
After the last gateway last week on Monday, and now we're here we are in Tuesdays, and this will be our regular day and time, Tuesdays at 10. It just felt uneasy to me. Like I was like, something was off. Like I felt like maybe I was trying too hard. I was efforting a little. It wasn't happening really naturally.
Right.
And then several days later, I had this, what should I call it? It was some kind of influence that I needed to meditate.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't been meditating. I used to be a daily meditator, but kind of fallen out of the practice. And I was like, okay, I need to meditate. And it kept bugging me. And then I sat down to actually do it, and I had an amazing meditation. Definitely knew I was in.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had all this information come through for a particular person, and I was like, this feels like it's how it's supposed to feel.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know exactly what it is that was blocking me. It could be this. You know, it could be that my energy just wasn't there that day.
Right.
Or maybe I needed to have that experience so I could have this conversation.
No, I love this because I've thought about it since we talked about it yesterday, and there are, for lack of better examples, it's like eating when you're hungry, not hungry. You're not hungry, so you don't really want to eat. Or, if you're not ready to be intimate with somebody.
Yeah.
Those kinds of things are difficult without some sort of a, like staging, I suppose, or like getting into the groove.
Yeah.
And I know that the first time we did the Gateway, you said it was really easy to go in. And partly, I was thinking about that too. We started out with prayer, so we're opening up all of those channels.
Yeah.
Last time we didn't.
Okay.
We just cleared energy centers.
And I felt
You also.
Oh, go ahead.
You had also told me that you have your own way of going into
Yes.
meditation, and
Right.
it just drops you into your space.
It raises my vibration, I think.
Yeah.
It gets me into like a different state. But I was going to say is when we did the one here, the impromptu one,
Yeah.
when we just came over to have a conversation about the podcast, and then you're like, well, let's Gateway.
Mm-hmm.
When we went in, I felt the most from that one.
Oh, okay.
And I think that, I don't know why, but maybe because it was like, it felt natural. Like, well, we have these questions, so let's go in and find out.
Yeah. It was cool. That was a good gateway.
It was. And you were like, oh, my crown chakra just opened up. And then mine opened up. Like at the same time. And we both experienced like similar things.
That's true. Yeah.
And that felt really powerful.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder what we did that night that we didn't do the other times.
I don't know.
And it might not have anything to do with us.
Yeah,
it
maybe.
Just, maybe.
But I know that this is a really powerful day.
It is.
We had the blood moon, and it's a portal. It's a 3/3 portal, and the blood moon was at its peak at 3:33. Like,
yes.
I love the energy of 3.
I do too.
Like 3 is a good number for me, and always has been.
Yep.
So I actually feel like we're gonna be fine today.
I'm sure thinking so too. I did yoga this morning.
Did you?
Yep. So I'm trying to get myself ready. I went to this cool yoga studio in Port Angeles. Mullets and Mermaids. Have you heard of it?
Really? No.
This gal's name is Marina, and she's absolutely amazing. Now, I love Jenny's yoga, and I want to go to her classes too, but so far I haven't been able to get hers to my schedule to work around hers. But I found a class of hers that I could take.
Little plug for Jenny.
Little plug for Jenny.
At the
oh
well,
my gosh,
in
we
Port
love
Angeles.
our Jenny. We love our Jenny. I also love Marina. She helped me a lot with my low back, and I also have to say something about my healer, Mary, if you don't mind me, before we jump in. My healer, Mary. Okay, so when I was doing yoga, and when you're standing up and then you lean forward and then you extend a leg out behind you, I wasn't able to do that before because I had some lower back injuries, and I've had some neck injuries that caused me to have a lot of nerve pain and numbness in my hands and arms. And so my healer has gone in energetic healing. She does pranic healing and Reiki, but she's kind of developed it into her own modality. And so she does these sessions for me once a week, and she cleared out all of this stuff in my spine. And so now when I go into that yoga pose, no problem to extend my leg back. No problem whatsoever.
Wow.
So that lower back region wasn't allowing me to before, and now no problem.
Does she touch, or is she no hands?
Thank you for asking. It is no hands. Sometimes she uses a crystal, sometimes she doesn't. And she uses Reiki, so both things. So when she and I do a session, she calls me up 1 o'clock every Monday, and we hang up. I take a nap. I wake up. She calls me back and tells me what my session was like. So she gets all this visual stuff. One time she said, "So this guy is about 50. He entered the room and he's sitting here." I'm like, "Huh? I don't know who that is." And she said, "He's got a cord that's attached to you for the last 26 years. And I did the math. I'm like, I know exactly who that is. So she's just extremely gifted. And I can give you so many more examples. But Mary Campbell, the Prana Mama, and she works out of Blue Mountain Yoga. But if you just looked her up, her number's there. And but I also have had like bladder issues. And so the last 6 years or so, maybe longer, I've had, this is TMI, but I've had bladder leakage, and I've had to wear pads every day.
Yeah.
Well, in the last, 4 months or so, maybe longer, I haven't had any issues with it. That doesn't get better with age. It doesn't get better when you go into menopause. No problem.
I'm thinking of some specific people that I know that suffer from that.
Yeah.
Mamas, once you have babies.
Yep.
It changes things. I remember her telling me, like, I can't jump on the trampoline anymore with my kids.
And now I can. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you were just doing the trampoline yesterday.
Yes. I have a rebounder. Speaking of. And now that was the amazing part, is I used to, like, jump on the trampoline for, like, 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, while watching a show or listening to music. And I'd have to run to the bathroom, like, sometimes almost 20 times just to empty out a tablespoon of urine.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, there was a shift that happened. I can jump the entire time.
Wow.
And no leaking.
Okay, I know that some of you are understanding this, like relating with this. If you are, leave a comment. You just put a little fire emoji or something, like even if it's not bladder, like something physical. Something physical that you feel like you could benefit from some energetic workaround.
Yeah. If you don't want to go get surgery, like I didn't want to get a bladder lift. I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but I don't go to doctors. I'm not against doctors. I'd go if I had to. I just haven't had to. And when you have someone that can give you psychic surgery and fix things,
right?
It's, I'd rather put my money into energy work that actually fixes the problem rather than go in and cut, carve, and sew stuff up. Forget about it.
I just realized we didn't do any introductions.
Oh, hi.
You say... You saying that when you're like, I'm not against doctors, I was going to say, well, I am one. So
yes,
you're not.
I'm not against doctors.
So I'm Dr. Katie Williams. I'm your host. My co-host here.
Melody Anderson.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no, we're not
it's
sorry.
so easy just to like jump in and start talking.
I know, it's
When we
wonderful.
get together, like the energy is just so flowy for me.
For me too.
It just kind of goes, and I love that. It's my favorite kind of relationship.
It is. Right back at you.
Yeah.
And I've been having so much fun with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we mentioned, you and I, when we were texting, you were like, well, about the clearing and not doing it, but I think we should do it.
Okay, so we're going to do the clearing.
Yeah, because I wanted you to maybe assign the word or the phrase or whatever it's going to be today.
Okay. So do you want me to go through the clearing first and then assign the word?
Yes. Okay. So what we're going to do is Mel's going to say the words that she always says before doing a gateway. That's to protect all of us and to help open it up.
Yep.
And then we're going to see what comes through intuitively for you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, I already know the word.
Oh, you do? What
the
is
word
it?
Work boots.
Work boots. I
Yep.
love that.
Do you want to know the story behind work boots?
Yeah.
It's a quick little story. And then we'll go right in. So so I've had so many cool spiritual experiences around death. And I shouldn't even use that word. People leaving the body. So after my son left the body, I would do gateways with friends to reconnect. Yeah, I wanted to know where he was and what he was doing. Okay, so one of the times I did a quick gateway with my friend, another Mary, and she wasn't able to hear my son, but she said he's wearing his jeans. Well, she'd never met him in real life. He's wearing jeans, a white t-shirt, and he keeps pointing to his work boots.
Oh, yes.
He's pointing to them, and they're like brand new. I was like, what does that mean? What's he saying? She said, I don't know. I'm getting frustrated. He's getting frustrated. I said, it's okay. I know that if it's important, he'll get that message to me somehow. And so we just let it go. So it was either the next day or the day after that. I woke to a text from my son's girlfriend's mother, ex-girlfriend's mother, and she said, Brandon came to me in a dream last night, and he set down a brand new pair of work boots in front of me. And she said, I asked him, what does that mean? And he said, give these to my mom, tell her it's her turn, and I'll be by her side the whole time. So work boots is the word.
Okay. So work boots is going to represent the whole thing, all the words that you're going to say.
That's right.
From now on going forward.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So, would you like me to add the prayer in too?
Could we do the prayer too? I would like that.
Okay. I'll start with the prayer and then go into the clearing.
Okay.
To the Divine Supreme Being, Divine Father, Divine Mother, Grand Master Choa Kaksui, Maha Guru Jimiling, all of the archangels, holy angels, healing angels, great divine beings, to Christ Jesus, to Buddha Sattva, to Mother Mary, Mother Teresa, Mary Magdalene, to all of our divine connections, to my beautiful son Brandon. And today is my dad's exit day, and so to my dad as well. To all of our divine connections, we ask for divine light, divine love, divine peace, divine security, divine protection, and divine power. We ask for all of these things in full faith. So be it, so be it, so be it, and so it is. So the clearing begins. To all of those that are watching and listening, and to us here, our entire arc fields, crowns, foreheads, ajnas, backheads, base heads, throats, secondary throats, front back hearts, front back solar plexus, front and back spleen, front and back liver, navel, main, sex, perineum, basic, palm, soul chakras, grid lines, and meridians. I ask that they are all thoroughly, completely, perfectly, and properly cleansed, using whatever colored energies are necessary, perfect, appropriate, and proper to disintegrate, extract, and expel all entities, elementals, inappropriate, and unauthorized cords, diseased and dirty energies of any kind. We ask for all of this to be disintegrated, extracted, and expelled into the earth to be neutralized. And now we are going to ground all of our energies deeply into the earth, like tree roots growing every direction, whatever distance is necessary for the soul. Ask for this in full faith. Work boots.
Work boots. Okay. Wonderful.
All right. Are you ready to go out? Or do you want to talk about what we're going to go out and talk about?
I need a little bit of a moment. There was something that was coming up for me. Did you hear the little shout out from? I just wanted to say, dang it, I've lost it now.
Just go in and take a sec.
Okay. I just wanted to touch on the disclaimer that if you're listening to this, when we go into Gateway, it's quite possible that you will receive your own. You've heard the clearing, but if you're just now coming in and maybe you missed the clearing, just take a moment to center yourself, ground yourself, protect yourself, whatever it is that you do. And this is what it was. I was going to say, if you ever want to do the same thing, you have something you say before you do energy work or spiritual guidance work or anything like that, all you have to do is ask your guides to help you assign a word to it, so you don't have to rattle off the whole narrative every single time. And you'll just say it one time, and then you sit quietly in your mind, and you allow whatever word or phrase to come to you. And then those two, they just kind of like meld into each other.
Yep.
And they become the same thing.
That's right.
So for me, my word is hana. And that's the word that came to me when I say my little thing before I douse, or I get out my rods, or I do my mediumship and psychic stuff and all of that. That's
Let's
my
both
word.
use our words each time.
Yeah, okay. I think that's a good idea.
I think so.
Okay. Okay. I guess we will go in. Oh, I did want to say also, sometimes when I'm doing this work, I move. Like my body receives movement, and that's kind of how I know I'm tuned in. This morning I was listening to Abraham Hicks, and I hadn't listened to Abraham for a while, but Abraham refers to the vortex.
Okay, yeah.
So the vortex is like when you're in alignment, you're in the vortex. And it was like, oh, like that's what happens to me, because my body kind of moves like
so does mine when I'm
circular and like a vortex. And I remember it happening to me at first, and I was like, what is this? I didn't know about Kundalini. You know, I researched all that because it was happening to me.
Right.
And I thought, what is this movement stuff? Like, this is strange. But
right.
But anyway, so that might happen. Actually, I kind of want it to happen, because then I know that I'm kind of in the zone. So
that's right. Do you have to sit forward?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, we can do that.
The other thing that I wanted to touch on was some insecurity that I was having. And something that I want to lay out, and I wanted to be transparent about. I feel this pressure from society about my education and what's expected of me as an educated person with their doctorate in psychology, and how I'm supposed to be and in the world and all of these things. And I haven't been able to openly show the things that I do, like with the toning and the light language and all those things, because it's uncomfortable for me. And my guides told me this morning, they said that discomfort is because you're falling back into an old way of the way you think about things. And they also told me that there has to be some group of people that start things. And there's always going to be discomfort that comes with that, because you're surrounded by people that have all these expectations of the way it's always been.
Right.
And I have to just accept some of that discomfort and know that I'm paving a way and that it will grow.
That's right.
And then they told me something kind of funny. They were like, you'll get your validation in time.
Yeah.
Like, as more people come online with these things, and they'll go, oh, look, Katie's been doing this for however long.
Right.
And then I'll feel better about it then. But the point is, I have to keep moving forward, and I have to keep doing it, even though I'm uncomfortable with it. Yeah. So
I love that you just said all of that. I do.
There we go.
No, that's wonderful.
All right. So
to me, it just gives it more legitimacy. Is that the word?
Should we give a little introduction into what we want to talk about in the gateway?
I would love to do that.
Okay.
So after that one really powerful gateway we did right here on the couch that wasn't recorded, it was a few days later that I woke in the middle of the night, and when I'm struggling to sleep, I do that same clearing that I just did. And sometimes I'll do it piecemeal, like I'll just try to clear my brain, and then I'll clear this chakra and that chakra. And by the way, all those things that I named are chakras. Every acupuncture point on the body is a chakra. So it's, so everything that I was clearing, anywho, when I was doing that night, and I was naming all of the things I wanted cleared from certain, like I said, I started with my brain. I heard this word. It was a download. I didn't audibly hear it, but the word that came to me was, as I was saying, I want such and such and such and such cleared from my brain. The word enslavement technology came to me. And we did this. This is what we did on the couch that day. Oh no.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Right here.
Okay. And so maybe it was before that, it was after this first gateway that this happened. So
for you alone, and then you brought it to me.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for that. So what had happened was I was like, okay, what does that mean? And then I said, okay, I guess clear enslavement technology from my brain. And it felt like you took my brain out of my head, dropped it in a glass of water, and it was like Alka-Seltzer. And so it was really cool to do it piecemeal like that. So I went through each section of my body, and it was just very, very cool. So then I brought it to Katie to do, and I've used it on several of my clients at the salon, and they've all really enjoyed and appreciated it. Now, what was your experience with it?
It was good for me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to cough.
No, go ahead. You're allowed to cough.
It's been like a month long.
Oh, that's
annoying
right.
Cough.
That's
I'll
right.
grab my water real quick. I felt, so when you did it for me, my perception of it was different than yours. Remember?
Right, that's right.
Because I started getting visuals of actual forms of technology that I felt enslaved by.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I didn't know that our differences were there until we talked about it later.
Yeah. And so my version of enslavement technology was lifetimes of this technology being implanted in our souls, not just our bodies.
Right.
So, and then we come across this. Was it you that shared it, or was it Jenny that shared it with us?
She shared it with me, and then I shared it with you.
Elizabeth April.
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking about soul trap. And that's what I thought it was from the very beginning.
Was that? Yeah.
Yeah.
And reptilians and
yes. So I just assumed that when that stuff was being removed, especially when it was in the 3 permanent seeds, so the mental, physical, and emotional permanent seeds that go with us each lifetime, since when I had it cleared out of those, and it was the most movement of energy, I just assumed it was that technology from lifetimes of enslavement. And so my thought today was, I would really love it if when we go out in Gateway, we could take you up beyond
above the earth,
where you can get a view of what the earth looks like. And then we can, okay, so I won't ask anybody to do this against their will, but I will, because I've actually offered this to friends too. Most people are like, yeah, I want to get rid of that. But I've had 1 or 2 that are like, I don't want to get rid of that. And I thought, that's interesting. You want to keep enslavement technology. Okay. Or entrapment technology. So I'm going to...
fear-based.
Yeah, fear-based, of course. At least, yeah. So what I think would be really cool is to offer that, to remove that enslavement technology for not just humans, all beings from high above, down below.
So we're going to do a huge clearing with that.
Yes.
While we're in the Gateway.
Yep, but only to those souls that are willing. So it's not going to be forced on anybody. It's offered to everybody on the energetic level, and on the energetic level, everybody can let go of it.
Okay, and I'm hearing right now, they're telling me to share with you that if you're getting your own gateway while we're in there, and we're focused here, and you're receiving something different, you'll still be able to receive what we're doing, should that be what you want.
Absolutely.
So multiple layers there.
Oh yeah, there's so many levels of this. So
Okay,
many
the thing
levels.
that I want to focus on when we're in there,
Yes.
which I didn't really know. Last night, Mel and I were kind of texting, and I was like, I don't know. I kind of want to focus on fear. I want to focus on beliefs, just as general topics that I really want to cover on the podcast. But then this morning, in my shower, everybody knows I talk about the shower.
I get it in the shower too. I do.
I'm going to touch base with Jim Carrey.
Yes, please.
And do you know what's going on with him?
Yeah,
Okay.
I watched Elizabeth's
you did?
podcast last night, and I was like, what?
Like, my whole feed was
Freaky.
flooded with Jim Carrey, and I
Mhm.
asked my husband, he's like, I haven't seen anything, and I was like, okay, it's coming to me,
Yeah.
and a lot of people, but
Mhm.
I want to touch on Jim Carrey, and
Yeah, let's go to him.
I think the theme is fear of fame. Should we be afraid of fame? So that's kind of what I want to touch on in there, and we'll see what happens. As a reminder, help me remember that at the end, when we get out of the gateway, we'll still be in, but I'll tune into somebody in the audience.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that.
Mhm.
It could be you. And here we go.
All right.
Are we ready?
I am.
All right.
We are. Okay, do you want to be guided out in a hot air balloon? That'll be fun. Are you afraid of heights?
I'm not afraid of heights.
Shall we?
Ziplining, love it.
Me
Like,
too.
yeah.
I love ziplining. Okay, so let's do some hot air balloon stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so in your mind's eye, you're going to get up off the couch and you're going to walk. I'm going to have you walk out the back door, and there's going to be out there in the parking area, there's going to be a hot air balloon waiting for you. When you reach the hot air balloon, well, actually tell me what it looks like.
I saw red and blue.
Red and blue. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. And how many ropes are tethering?
Oh. 5.
5 ropes. I think we have 5 focal points in this gateway. We'll see what comes up.
Okay.
See what comes up. So like Jim Carrey is one of them. Enslavement technology is one of them. We'll see what the other 3 are. Fear. So I just ask that the gateway be guided in the order that it needs to be done in. So,
Okay.
are you in your basket?
Not yet.
Okay,
I'm just going to take a moment.
please do.
Okay. I wasn't sure how I was going to get in. Like, I was like, am I going to have to jump over, like, into the basket? But, like, a little door opened.
Oh, perfect.
And I was able to step in.
Perfect.
And close the door.
Awesome.
Okay.
So do you need to can you cut those ropes, or did they just disintegrate? Or drop off, I mean.
It's rising, and it's like there were no anchors. Like,
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Okay, up we go. Wow, this is cool. It's cool to see the house, like, from up here. And there's my house over there.
Yeah.
And there's the field. And wow, what a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, a little bit of fear. I said I'm not afraid of heights, but I'm getting a little bit of anxiety, like going up so high.
Well, how high up are you?
Pretty high. Above the electric, what am I trying to say?
Yeah.
The wires.
The wires, yeah. Yeah.
Above the wires. Okay. All right, where are we headed?
You're going to start moving real fast, I think.
They told me we have to pick up Annabelle.
Oh. Well, where is she?
I don't know. Okay, let's go get her.
Okay.
She's on a cloud. Oh, okay. I have her. She gave me a little hug.
Oh.
All right. Why is it so important for you to be with us? She said, you'll understand more in time. But for now, just accept it. I'm here.
Well, we love her presence.
Okay.
We're happy she's with us.
Okay. All right. Okay. She's telling me we're gonna go all the way up. We're gonna go above the earth like Mel wants to.
Okay.
We're gonna do the enslavement technology first.
Okay. I just got hit with emotions.
What kind of emotions did you get?
Good. Good. Like happy release. Like,
Okay.
good. Maybe validation even.
All right. I can see Earth below me now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it's incredibly quiet.
Mm.
I can't even hear the hot air balloon anymore. It is just quiet.
Wow.
Okay, they're telling me that's part of it.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting rid of the jumbling words,
Mm-hmm.
the brain race.
Mm-hmm.
All of that is distraction for all humans. And that's why it can be so difficult for so many to meditate. Because that's how we connect with our higher selves.
Yep.
And we are blocked in that way. And that's why we have to keep practicing and pushing.
Mm-hmm.
Pushing through it in order to get there. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm being told that's where we need to start.
Okay.
We need to start with clearing the brain race.
Okay.
That when any being chooses to focus, to receive quiet,
Mm-hmm.
that it will be easier to achieve.
Okay.
Okay, Annabelle's pointing over the basket. She says, look down. Look at what's happening. Okay. There's like vapor coming off of the earth.
That's what I had seen.
That's what you see?
Well, I didn't see it now. I saw it like happening in the future when we did the gateway. Back when I thought about it, I'm like, I want her to see it from up here because I want it. Yeah, I just.
You
needed to
saw
show it.
vapor?
Yeah. It was just
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. It's still going. It kind of reminds me of, like what you said, Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah. Yep. And this is
Bubbly.
for every being,
Yes.
any soul.
Well, on Earth.
Yep.
It's
From
it's
amoeba
specific.
to
Yes. Should they need it.
giraffe. Yeah. Yeah. Everything.
Still going. This is a lot of energy. This is a big one.
I knew it would be. I'm feeling it. Are
There-
you?
Yeah, and they're telling me it's because of intention.
Mm-hmm.
Because the enslavement technology interrupts intention.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it continues to get interrupted. That's how they get you. And
Yeah.
they kind of like wait you out
Mm-hmm.
to where you get frustrated and give up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so there's no more coming off the earth now. I see what was last released just kind of going out
Mm-hmm.
and dispersing out into space.
Where's that going to go? Is that going to be harmful? Ask Annabelle if that's okay.
No, she says fine.
Okay.
She says actually the releasing of it is a positive thing.
Mm-hmm.
And now it has the energy of being that. So the vapor is a release.
Mm.
It doesn't hold the negativity
Okay.
of
Gotcha.
the technology.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, what's next? Okay. All right, she's bringing in kind of what I received when we
Yeah.
did it
Mm-hmm.
with the actual forms of.
Right.
Okay. So she's saying that's another way.
Okay.
Our phones, the TV, music even.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Our watches, our cars, like all the things that we rely heavily on,
Mm-hmm.
that we think we need so badly to perform our lives,
Right.
that we don't. We don't need them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. She's telling me now, the point of this is not to get rid of those things. It's to receive them differently,
Right.
to view them differently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, she's telling me now that much of these technologies have come from extraterrestrials that are helping us.
Oh, wow.
To advance us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. She's telling me much of it is to bring their information through to us. Like it's an avenue of communication between us without us having to know it's coming from them. So we're receiving a lot of really helpful, beneficial information through these forms of technology. The problem becomes when we become chained to it. Excuse me. And it becomes a point of irritation.
Right.
Okay, and I'm getting a vision now of like a parent on their phone ignoring their child.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So those are the things.
Yeah, that hurts me.
Those are the things that we're trying to release right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're not trying to release the actual technology. Those things are beneficial. Mm-hmm. What we need to do is we need to look at it differently. Mm-hmm. And she says, and have boundaries.
Yes.
You have to have boundaries with these things and try to use them with great intention. She's telling me right now, the most powerful aspect of all of this right now is for you to accept your power of intention. Mm-hmm. Intend with everything. Intend. Mm. You must set your intention, otherwise you're being lazy and they get in.
That makes sense. I'm sorry, the word lazy, I just don't. You caught me.
Okay. All right, can we release this now? Okay. All right, bring on the vapor. Ooh, the vapor is purple this time.
Oh, wow. What color was it the first time?
It was kind of like a clear before.
And purple's your favorite color, right?
No, blue.
Oh, mine is too.
Really?
Yeah.
and Ian's. That's his favorite color too.
That's funny.
Okay, it's still going. It's a really vibrant purple. It's very pretty, actually. Okay. All right, the last of it is going out into space, just like before. Annabelle's jumping around and dancing.
Yay, I love you, Annabelle.
She's so sweet. Okay. Okay, what's next? She says, ask Belle.
Oh, interesting. Ask me what's next. Okay. Okay, so now we just need to re-energize. So shall we send some gold light in?
That's so funny because have you ever been to a basketball game and it's like the score is close? They got some free throws and everybody in the stands goes, Have you experienced that?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
They're giving energy to the person, like, make the basket. She did that to you just now.
Oh my gosh, that is precious.
It was like, she was like, come on,
Come
you
on,
got this.
You can do this. Gold.
Okay. That was funny.
I know that was precious. Now, ask her if that's what we need, is the gold light.
It's already flowing down.
Oh my gosh.
It's like,
well, I'm glad I got the right answer. It's like a test.
It's not, though.
I know.
It's so funny. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is so nice. Like, before everything was leaving the earth, now it's coming.
Yeah. This
shower of golden, like, very sparkly. Mm-hmm. It even has a sound.
Ooh, what is it?
What can
like a hum? Or
it's quiet, high pitch, glitter. Like the sound of...
I love it.
How else to describe it?
I love that you're hearing it, though.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. It penetrated to the core of the earth, and then there was a shock wave that went out in golden light for the whole earth, and then the earth shimmered gold before settling back to its normal.
That just makes me so happy.
That was nice.
Yeah. Thank you for the participation and for making it happen.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you feeling like there's anything else we need to touch on with the enslavement technology?
That was all. I feel like that's done. What does Annabelle think?
She's like, well, whatever you guys want to do. I mean, there's always more to be done, but it's also very good what you did.
So I kind of think that we'll do something next time. I think that was big right there, and I want to see what we, like maybe get some comments from people if there's been some changes for them and for us next week when we meet.
Okay. I actually already feel Jim Carrey coming in.
Yay. Okay. Let's do this.
Okay. I wish I'm sorry for the sounds.
It's okay.
Okay. He's a funny feeling. Mm-hmm. He came in on his own air balloon.
Oh my goodness, that's so rad. What color is his?
It's like a gray. Okay. He's being silly right now, and he's like, well, that's how people expect to see me when I get there, so that's how I show up.
Okay.
So I just want to talk to you about everything that's in the media, what's true, what isn't, what's going on with you. Do you mind if I ask those questions? He's telling me right now, he's like, what's one more? Like, so many people are tuned into me right now. Like, what's one more?
What's one more? I can see it in my mind's eye.
So I'm curious about the statement that I heard, and I don't know if it was written or in a video or whatever, but people were saying that he made a comment, and he said, if I ever get plastic surgery, if I start to look weird, it's because they got to me, and that's not really me.
Yeah.
And apparently there was he said that at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just wondering if that is what is going on here. 100%. 100%. Yeah. And what is the point of that? Why are they doing that? Control. Okay. He's telling me it's mostly control, but it's also a bit of, I don't really like using that word hate, but dislike for humanity.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like to see come out of this? He says it's already happening. Like, the fact that people are questioning it and are becoming aware of what's actually happening, that's what needed to happen.
Yeah.
He's showing me this barrier that's dropping. And the barrier was like a beautiful scene of like a river and trees, and then it drops down and you realize it was just a sheet, and you see like the wasteland behind it.
Yep.
And so he's saying that's what's going on. Like, it's a raw truth, what we're coming to. He says, but you guys are ready.
Oh yeah.
Now's the time.
Now's the time.
Now's the time, and he feels very proud that he got to be a part of that.
Yeah, I'm proud of his walk in it. Seeing some of the videos of him trying to reveal the truth.
Yeah, and so I was under the impression that he was not a part of like the Illuminati and that stuff, because
they tried to trap them all.
And that's, so you know the story of him in the check?
The $1 million check.
It was like 10 million.
Oh, okay.
It was like a big amount.
It was a large amount, yeah.
And that was very law of attraction. And I always kind of thought of him as being this really aligned and spiritual and positive person. And so now with these things that they're saying, I was like, how do you get pulled into that?
Oh, yep, bait and switch.
And that was the word that came to me. That was the phrase that came to me, was bait and switch.
Yeah.
That let me confirm. Yeah. That he had signed a contract not knowing that it did this.
Yes.
So a lot of these people are just, you know how you get a big long contract and you're not really going to want to read
the fine print.
Yes, not reading the whole thing. And that's what happened. It was in there. Yeah. And Okay, so Annabelle's again saying, see that lazy thing? Don't
Yeah.
want to do that.
That's me every time. What does this mean? Okay, I'll sign it.
She was showing me, there's a trampoline park in Silverdale that we like to take the boys to. I can't think of the name of it right now. But you have to sign a waiver every time. And she's like, even little things like that.
Yeah.
You have to read it.
Yeah.
Take the time to read it.
But then that means you have to comprehend it too.
Well, that's true. Well, and not tune out. You know how you start going over the words and all of a sudden...
I have that issue being a manifester with an empty brain, my empty brain. You get scattered and you can't stay focused on things like that. So, yeah, I get it.
That happens to me too. Okay, so my question was, should we have a fear of this? Like, a healthy amount of fear, like, about fame and fortune and all of those things. Okay, so Jim is telling me it was a great life. Like, I had so much fun, and that was the point of living. So, no, don't be afraid of it.
Yeah.
Just be diligent about your intention. Back to the intention.
Back to the intention.
Okay. Because my question was, like, even with us doing this.
Yeah.
What if we develop so much fame and attention that they notice us?
Right.
And what a win that would be to come into the spiritual space and overtake that.
Yeah.
You know? And get to all those people out there that are all about the opposite of what they're about.
Right. Absolutely. Wouldn't that be amazing?
And they're, okay. She's saying just be intentional about what you're trying to do, and then don't be lazy about it. You have to read it all. If it is something that sounds too good to be true, it is.
That's true.
Okay, I'm also being told it's not that you won't find success in those things. It's just that you need to trust your gut.
Right.
When you feel a certain way about a certain somebody or opportunity, there's a reason for that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Then don't sign anything without reading the fine print.
Okay, so back to the question. Okay. Fear. So Annabelle's telling me no. Like, don't ever fear anything. Because fear is the opposite of love.
Yep.
And you are love. And your life is to represent that love and that connection. You do this through your intention, your focus, your connection with others. Okay, she's showing me this heart that's like coming out and then growing and growing and growing and just covering. It's covering Jim and it's covering her and it's covering me right now. Like, the point is for the heart to just encompass. So there's no place for fear in that.
There is no place.
Oh, bye, Jim.
Oh, he said.
He's like, I'm out.
Yep.
He's like, I got a lot of people to see.
Yeah, he apparently does. That is so sad that he was removed.
Okay. All right. Okay, we are now coming back down in the hot air balloon. Back down to Earth. Is there anything else? Oh, she's giving me a hug. She's like, not for now. You're all done.
Wow.
Leave me on my cloud. Okay. Do you have anything else?
Nope. That's what I wanted to do today. So.
Did you get anything out of it? I mean,
did you
receive
that was all...
anything that you want to share?
Not really, no. I mean, I've been kind of, like last night I got filled up on a bunch of stuff about Jim Carrey, so it was really interesting that you wanted to go there today.
That had to happen.
Yeah, it
for
did.
Whatever reason.
I was like, what in the world is happening?
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised.
I know, me neither. Actually, there was a time where I was like, what? That stuff's weird. Like, I don't know. Come on now, conspiracy theories and stuff like that. And now I just have this resonance with it where I'm like, oh, that's true.
Well, of course.
I just know.
Yeah.
I just know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, should we tune into somebody?
Yes, I would love that.
Okay.
Did you want to come back to the body first, or can you do it from where you are?
I think I'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it in. All right. So, as I intend, it is my intention to connect with somebody from our audience, whether it is now in the live or in the replay of the live or watching on YouTube or listening on a podcast, whoever in our field of listeners who could receive a message, that I may tune into that person now and bring through whatever may need to come through. Okay, I'm getting an R. It's like a Raoul, like a man's name that's kind of like maybe a Ralph. It's an R-A-U kind of name. In the U.S. Okay, they're showing me on the map that this is the state. Do you know Mimal? Mimal on the map. It covers. It's like in the Midwest. It forms a little body of a person. You call him Mimal.
Yeah. Okay.
It's taking me to his hat, and I don't know what state that is. Is that
either.
Michigan? It might be Michigan. Is it Michigan? Okay. By the Great Lakes.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting. Okay, so that's where we are. Okay, what's the message? I don't know what this means, but the statement is make the move. And now I'm seeing a chessboard. And they're saying, you've sat here long enough thinking about it. It's time to actually make the move.
Ooh, I just got a chill.
Okay. Everything is going to unlock once you make the move. This is mostly about you overcoming your fear of making the move. And then you will see that when you step into that, when you face the fear, when you embrace it, then you move past it, you get to see the rewards on the other side. Can you tell me what the move is? Okay, I'm not getting relationship. I'm also not getting career. Okay, they're telling me you don't need to know the specifics. The specifics don't matter to you, they matter to this person, and they'll know what we're talking about. Make the move. Set your intention, make the move. Okay?
I love it. That was pretty intense, actually. When you think about it, it's like getting that kind of information for someone, and right down to the location. I want to hear back from
Julian.
Yeah.
I did look it up. I was like, Julian's in, what state was it? Nebraska.
Yeah. There was many of them.
There's like 5, yeah, on Facebook.
One of them's got to get back to us. Come on.
Okay. Well, I hope that's helpful in some way.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we close it?
Yep. So let's come back to our bodies here. Okay. And so we're just going to let all of that energy that we generated flow right down into the earth.
Okay.
Just going to expel that. It's like exhaling. We're just going to shove that right down into the earth. I shouldn't say shove, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like a balloon deflating. So our aura comes down to the proper size. One time years ago, I'd been doing all of these gateways, gateway after gateway after gateway after gateway with people. I got up one morning, drinking coffee. I had just set my coffee pot to the hottest setting. Went to take a drink, dumped it right in my lap. And I was wearing, I was sitting on my couch in shorts. burned myself so badly. And so I had my friend do a gateway with me to find out what just happened, because it was like I had no choice, but it was weird. I've never experienced anything like that. It's like someone grabbed it out of my hand and dumped it on me.
Wow.
So I was like, what was that about? Because I really my skin was a mess for a couple weeks. So the guide in the gateway said, sometimes you just spill coffee. But in this case, it's because you needed grounding. You needed to be brought back. And so people, if we're doing gateways a lot, we're just building all of that extra energy. And it's like plugging 110 into 220. So you're, you know what I mean? Plugging your hairdryer into a really powerful, it's going to get too hot, it's going to melt your hair. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's too much for you. So it's just, that's why we do that at the end of a meditation.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
I always feel it coming out of my feet.
Yeah.
It's always cold.
Yes. And anytime any of us do meditations, not just the gateway, any meditations, it's really good to just expel that extra stuff that you can't absorb.
Yeah. Okay.
Or it becomes stagnant.
Right.
Be sick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I'm this spring, I'm looking outside to see
Yeah.
what's going to grow.
Ooh, it's going to be so exciting.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed all that came through. I always kind of feel like I don't know what just happened. And I kind of feel like I got to watch it back in order to really know.
Yeah.
Oh, that was another thing I realized. Like, when I do my mediumship stuff, you know how there's trance mediums, and then there's just people that kind of relay the information?
Yeah.
I can kind of do both. I don't go into a trance, but I can speak for the entity.
Right.
Or I can just relay.
Right.
It gets a little weird sometimes if I start speaking, my voice changes a little.
Ooh, that's really cool. I think we should do that one of these times. I would love that.
Yeah, we could
Yeah.
try. A little vulnerable about that, but...
Oh, I think that you should, I say that. I think you should be so open. It's not me. All I have to do is sit here.
Maybe you should try.
I would love to.
Yeah.
If that was an option. I am so open to spirituality and trying things. It's kind of like when that enslavement technology came in, and then it started happening. It was like, and the first time I left the body, I felt like someone set me into a pan of water, and I was Alka-Seltzer, and I was like, should I be scared? No. And it woke me up out of a sound sleep before it happened, and it was like, should I be scared? No. Okay. And then I flew out of the body. So I'm just so open to this stuff.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah, I know you are, but it's the displaying it.
It is. Yeah, I actually, before coming over here, I thought maybe I should get on live on my personal Facebook and just be like, hey, like, I haven't told you all, like, what's going on, but hop over here to the Dr. Williams podcast Facebook, just in case you want to, like, be in on the live.
Yeah.
But I feel more vulnerable doing that on my personal Facebook. I don't know, something about it makes me want to keep it separate. And I think it's that fear of what people think.
Yeah, I have that too when it comes to certain individuals. I think it has to do with judgment.
Yeah.
And I was Jehovah's Witness for about 10 years in my adult life. And nothing against Jehovah's Witnesses, because they are lovely people. But I tended to feel really judgmental as a Jehovah's Witness. Because you're living this strict life, and you're looking at all these other people that aren't doing what you think is right. And it's interesting, the things that I judged people for the most harshly are the paths that I fell into and failed. Oh. So I failed at some of those judgments. It was like, oh, God saying, oh, you think it's so easy? Here you go, try it yourself.
That's like when people they pinpoint something physical about somebody else, and they're like, oh my gosh, like, look at their nose or whatever. It's because they hate their own nose.
Yeah, exactly.
You tend to judge the things of others that you judge harshly about yourself.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think religion in general kind of has that element of you are adhering to this doctrine, and that means you're trying to do those things, and you think everybody else needs to too.
Right.
And that's what helped me to fall out of religion.
Absolutely. Really, I was attending a church that I felt was very, very lovely, and how they cared for their children in that congregation. It drew me back more and more. But really, the confines of the church doesn't explain all of God.
Right. No, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I was raised Christian Science.
Oh, okay. Ooh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, my grandmother died when I was almost 12 from breast cancer because she didn't believe in medicine. And, well, I say because of that. We don't know if it would have helped her.
Right.
But she was like, no, like, prayer is what I do. And I have no reason to believe otherwise for her, you know.
Right.
Her belief was strong.
Yeah.
According to her, she healed my dad when he was very young and fell out of a moving car, and he had scratches all over his body, and she said that she wrapped him in wet towels and prayed, and he was healed.
I believe in that.
I have no reason not to.
Yeah.
She was a very honest person.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what Jesus did on his walk.
Exactly.
Why would we assume that we don't have that same power?
I think it's just hard to accept because I could have had her so much longer.
But this isn't the real life. That's what I like to tell people, because I really don't want to say anti-medicine, because I am pro-medicine when it comes to earthly medicine. But pharmaceutical drugs that have been created in labs on tortured animals, I really have a hard time with that.
Yeah.
I don't judge anyone who uses modern medicine. I have no issues with that. For myself, I do. But I'm wide open to energy medicine.
Yeah.
Wide open to it. But I do understand why you feel that way.
I think it was just hard at 11.
Oh, yeah.
You know, to accept that.
Absolutely.
And they brought me to, like, say goodbye to her, and I didn't know that's what I was doing.
Oh, man.
And these awful sounds were coming out of her when she just laid on this bed, and they just said, tell your grandma you love her, and I want to cry, and I did, and then I went home, and then we didn't really get to talk about it. My dad woke me up for school that morning, and he said, just want you to know that grandma died last night. Because he had a hard time processing. My dad really was close with his mom, loved her so much, and he didn't know what to say or do, and I just remember being like, okay. I think I said, okay. And then we didn't talk about it. There was no funeral, there was no service, there was no anything for closure. I remember going to school a few days later, and my teacher said, did I read something sad in the newspaper? So there was an obituary. And I go, what? And she goes, your grandma. And I said, oh, yeah. And that was all that was talked about. I mean, I don't know what happened to her body. I have no idea.
Ouch.
I don't know. And I think that was part of her wishes because of her beliefs and the Christian Science thing. Like, she didn't come to my birthdays because they don't believe in birthdays.
Oh, they don't? Like Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But she would always, like, either a few days before or a few days after, like, oh, here's just something for no reason.
Jehovah's Witnesses tend to do that too once they become Jehovah's Witnesses. They're like,
you know,
find a way to give you a gift for no reason.
Well, yeah, she acknowledged I was a little girl, and I would be confused by, well, how come my grandma doesn't acknowledge this day that I was born? And, you know, the love was there. It was a loophole. It was a gray.
It was a loophole.
But instead, she would make it really fun on off days, like May Day.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Like, who celebrates May Day? My grandma.
Isn't that like a solstice thing or something?
I don't know. I don't know.
So. I thought May Day, Maypole, you know.
She would create a May basket for me, and then in the morning, she came and she hid it outside. And then I knew we were in on it together, and I would get up in the morning and go find the basket, put it on the doorstep, knock, and run away. So my dad would open the door and, a May basket.
That's awesome. We used to do that to the neighbors.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Do that for the neighbors, not to the neighbors.
Yeah. Here's a May basket. Take it. Take it. Ding dong ditch. You have no choice.
That's so funny.
Take my kindness. Oh my gosh.
That's really sweet. I like that.
I'm wondering if maybe I'm feeling her so much right now because today's the day with your dad.
Yeah.
And I really connect with that parent kind of and death.
Yeah.
With my grandma.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
How long has she been gone? Well, so you were 11, you said?
Yeah,
Like
and I'm
12?
really bad with things like years and linear
Yeah, it
time.
doesn't matter.
So I don't know. I couldn't. Well, yeah, I can tell you the year because it was the same year my sister was born. It was 1994.
94.
Yep.
Wow.
She left and my sister came.
That's interesting. How long after?
It was months. It was just a matter of months.
Maybe it's
A
her.
couple months.
Maybe your sister is your grandma.
I wonder. She's gotten into religion lately. I wonder.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was told in a psychic reading when I touched base with my grandma that she had already come into another body.
Oh, okay.
They were like, oh yeah, she was ready to go.
So, could be. It seems like they'd have more information as to who, though. You know, like, it's your sister. Just,
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why so vague? Lay it out on the table, please. Okay. Well, should we close it up?
We should close. Yes.
Okay.
We've got more to share for next time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I really enjoyed this. I think
Me
it went
too.
really well this time.
Yeah.
I felt more aligned this time.
I felt more aligned this time as well.
Okay.
I didn't just drink a bottle of wine last night, too. If I'm being honest.
Red or white?
I'm a red girl.
Yeah.
The blood of Christ.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so funny.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you for being here with us.
Yes.
However it is that you're showing up, and sending you so much love and positivity and intention and release
Yes.
of anything that you feel like is enslavement for you. I think that's the message for today. All right.
Thank you so
Until
much.
next week.
Yes.
Thank you.
See you then.
See you later.